What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF Network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. All right, man, let's get into it, man. Stephen A. decides to keep pretending he know about politics to the point to where the man has disrespected a military veteran. And it's so bad that I really think that Stephen A. Smith is scared of Donald Trump at this point. We know he's scared of people that have power, right? People that have power over him, he kisses ass. If he want to kiss their ass, or if he want to be in the circles of powerful people, he kiss ass. We know that. But I genuinely think that Stephen A. Smith is scared of Donald Trump. The man does not criticize this man for nothing. But watch how Stephen A. Smith decides to disrespect a military veteran. And it's so bad that it should anger people that at this point of like, dudes, just shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not qualified to be speaking on politics, period. But you're not even, you can't, how you going to check a military vet about something that he knows more about this shit than you do? Anyway, let's get into this shit.
I want to give a trigger warning before I jump into this next and final story I want to talk about. I'll be listening and playing because, you know, my misery enjoys company. Stephen A. Smith is not happy.
Respectfully, Senator, what the hell are you doing? Looking into the camera and telling military men and women to ignore the commander-in-chief. How dare you?
First of all, time, nigga. You already pissed me off. Stephen A. Smith, what the fuck do you got on, nigga? What do you got on? This nigga. Hold on, y'all. Let me see it. And you know, I don't see very well. This nigga got on. This nigga got on some type of, it might be a designer shirt, but this shit is horrible. And then he got this like this royal blue tie on. Just a weirdo. Anyway, but that's one. But let's just go back to what he said, because I totally forgot. His shirt is fucking me up. His outfit is fucking me up, people. That was the first thing I seen. It threw me straight off. I was like, what the fuck Stephen A. on? But anyway, let's move on.
The hell are you doing? Looking into the camera and telling military men and women to ignore the commander-in-chief. How dare you?
First of all, he did not do that. See, that right wing. This is why I said, Stephen A., just come out and say you're a Republican. This is a Republican talking point. The man and other Congress people did not say that. They did not say that. They did not tell the military, people that are serving right now under Trump, to but to disregard any commands that Donald Trump gives them. That is not what happened. That is not what he said. Why? I don't even know why Stephen A. Smith. You are, number one, you're not even a liar. You're just dumb as shit. Because you are listening to right-wing talking points. That is not what they said. That's not what they said. They said, they told them people that are serving in the military, you should not commit crimes. You should not allow the president or anybody to give you orders to have you commit crimes, which is facts. The military still has rules and laws that they got to abide by. And if somebody over top of them give them a command to commit a crime, they have the right to say, no, I'm not doing that. These are facts. This ain't no fucking shit of saying if the commander-in-chief gives you an order and you don't like it, you get to define, you get to tell him, no, I'm not doing that. That is not what they said. And Stephen A. Smith, if you knew what the fuck you was talking about, or you did any type of background, not background, but any type of fucking research, you would know what they said in that video is not controversy. The right wing is doing that. Trump and them is doing that. And you're listening to them, and what they're saying is actually a lie. You believing in a lie. You're speaking and you're telling people, and you angry, well, you fake angry about a lie that they said. But you've been hanging around Chris Cuomo and Sean Hannity too goddamn long. Right-wing racists. Nut jobs. Let's move on, man. This is the nerve of this dude, man. I went back too far, people.
I want to give a trigger warning before I jump into this next and final story I want to talk about. I'll be listening and playing because, my misery enjoys company. Stephen A. Smith is not happy.
Respectfully, Senator, what the hell are you doing? Looking into the camera and telling military men and women to ignore the commander-in-chief. How dare you?
Stephen A., we can say the same thing for you. What the hell and how dare you be speaking to a military vet in this way when you're not qualified to even be talking to him about this issue? You're not even qualified. But anyway, let's move on, man. This dude, man.
How dare you do that? That's right, I'm calling out. I never served in the military. That's true. I have family members who did.
Oh my God. Of course, his goofy ass to come out there and say, hey, I'm not qualified. But then try to say, I got people in the military that serve and family members. What the fuck that mean? That don't mean nothing, Stephen A. What the hell do that mean? That somehow they're supposed to justify your stupidity of something that you don't know what you're talking about? That's really what you're right, 92. Listen, man. Somehow, some way you think they give you a pass for saying stuff that don't don't actually make any sense because you ain't qualified to be speaking on the issues that you be talking about. A lot of them. Especially when it comes to politics, you don't know what you're talking about. First of all, the problem is with Stephen A. Smith, it's not even that you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even be researching none of the stuff that you are talking about. I guarantee you, Stephen A. Smith be probably calling Sean Hannity because he's his friend. And listening to Sean Hannity. Like Sean Hannity really has some type of moral, or he's competent enough to be even speaking about politics. This is bad, people. Like honestly, genuinely, this is bad. The man is trying to justify him not knowing what he's talking about by admitting, I never served in the military. Well, you need to shut the fuck up then. Especially when you don't research. You do no research. You do nothing. But come and sit your 18 forehead ass in front of a camera and a mic and just start talking random bullshit that you know nothing about. Move on, y'all. And like I said, it does. Just because you got people that serve, I do too. That don't mean shit. I got people that serve in the military too. Who the fuck am I to tell how military shit is to a certain extent, especially when I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sitting out here pretending I know what goes on. No, you don't. Research. You don't even Stephen A., you don't even research, dude. This is the problem with your black ass. You don't even research. All the millions you got, and you ain't got enough people around you to help you research, nigga. Get your goofy ass out of here. I'm saying this once again. Stephen A. Smith needs to be canceled by the black community. He make us look bad. He already disrespects us, and he makes us look bad with his blatant stupidity. God damn. Let's move on.
Some of my best friends have Marines, Air Force, Navy, Army. I haven't heard one of them, not one of them,
Okay.
say that was okay. How dare you do that?
And we don't give a fuck. And we don't care. They ain't serving right now. I don't give a listen. Whoever your friends or your family members that serve that think that what Trump is doing, that he's not breaking law. Trump is a war criminal. Just like George Bush was, just like Barack Obama was. We call it all out, nigga. We be 100. You won't even call Trump. You nigga, I don't give a fuck about your friends and your family members being former military or they military. I don't care if they said nothing. I told y'all about military, about people in the military. They're brainwashed. Even when some of them leave. The fuck are you talking about? The military is a gang, nigga. I don't know what y'all on. Stephen A., go to sleep and don't wake up, nigga. Like, I'm serious. I don't give a damn about your family members or whoever. Nigga, we all got family members and friends that serve. That don't mean shit. We know some fucked up people in the military and serving right now. That ain't shit. What the fuck you talking about? Your goofy ass. I ain't hear none of them say anything. Who the fuck cares? This is about you don't know what the fuck you talking about. young qualified ass nigga. I'm starting to really think that maybe Stephen A. Smith is a DEI hire. In the definition of how the racists look at it, how they define DEI. Because I believe Stephen A. Smith is unqualified. My honest opinion. I'm really starting to think it. Because this dude he does not do the work. Excuse me. He doesn't do the work. He doesn't research. He's talking about shit that he's unqualified to be talking about. Stephen A. Smith, you the definition of a DEI hire that the racists think that with DEI really, what they think it is, their definition. I'm starting to believe you only got your job because you're a token black nigga. Because you don't seem like you that damn bright. We know you don't do the research. So I'm just trying to figure out how you get in the positions that you're getting in. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe Skip helped you get to where you are. And then when you took over his show, you start disrespecting Skip. Something that he built. You didn't build that. You didn't build that. You helped build it, but you didn't build that shit. That's Skip shit. That first day shit, you all happy-go-lucky over there, that's Skip Bayless shit, nigga. It's not yours. You're a DEI hire. You're a DEI hire of the definition of how racists think with their definition of what DEI is. That you are a DEI hire in a racist way. And how they define it. But anyway, let's move on.
Is it treason? No. Is it punishable by death? It shouldn't be. So the answer is no. But you know better, Senator Kelly.
Okay, well, if it ain't none of that, so what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If it ain't none of those things, then what are you so upset about? What are you yelling and fake mad about? With your talk Tony talk. Your fake talk Tony talk. Nigga, what are you screaming and yelling for then? If it ain't none of that, then what are you talking about? Talking about, oh, you know better. Man, if you don't sit your motherfucking Kermit the Frog ass down, nigga. Who are you talking down to? Stephen A. You don't even know the laws. You don't even understand what they said. You know why I know you don't know what they said was nothing wrong with what they said. This is how I know you don't know. Because you upset. You have no problem with Trump using the National Guard and the military in America's streets for fake crime that they're not preventing. Crime is still happening. You can have the military all you want. This is like the military people just got their head blown the fuck off. They got killed. The lady got killed. God rest their soul. No disrespect. I told y'all this shit was going to happen too. I told you somebody going to get killed. Told you. Listen, man, you can't keep radicalizing. Like, look, Trump is actually intentionally creating domestic terrorism. Like, honestly. Do y'all know since Trump got in office, back in office, more cops and ICE agents, whoever, law enforcement, has been getting killed more than they ever been? Do y'all know that? And that's all because of Trump's stupidity. Trying to be a fake-ass dictator. Listen. To become like he don't. I know he don't know shit. That's the thing. I know he don't know shit, but it's people out here that really think that Stephen A. Smith is very, very intelligent. Listen, at this point, Stephen A., I thought you did have a brain. When I know you don't research, nigga, because it's easy to find out a lot of this shit. All you gotta do is research. Now, I listen, Stephen A., I don't think you smart anymore. I don't really think you got a brain, bro. At this point, you stupid. Excuse me. Let's move on, y'all.
How dare you do that? What are you supposed to do? You're a ranking senator. You can go to the Senate. You can go to the House. You can put up drawer of paperwork. You can try to start articles of impeachment if you think there's something illegal. I mean, damn, it ain't like y'all haven't done it before. You impeached the man.
What you mad about? Trump got impeached? He supposed to got impeached. If Bill Clinton can get impeached for lying about getting his dick sucked, what the fuck are you mad about Trump getting impeached? Trump tried to bribe Ukraine to get dirt on Joe Biden. He withheld money. Damn, they threatened him. I can give y'all this money that Congress passed for them to get the money. That's an impeachable. Oh, slow. You're so slow. And you know the bad part about this shit is that people around him should be telling him, shut the fuck up. See, you don't know what you're talking about, bruh. Yeah, like he's more mad that they impeached Trump. That's why, listen, I say this shit, and I mean this shit, because Trump got to go. If I'm the Democrats, I'm impeaching Trump ass. And if I get the power back, the Senate, the House, they definitely most likely get the House. High percentage of that. The Senate, it's about 50-50. They can get the House 50-50. But if I'm Democrats, I get back. We impeaching him and getting him the fuck up out of there. There's so much shit that he has done that he should have been impeached. Just in the fucking year. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. He ain't even been in there a year yet. He been in there, what, 10 months? And he already did a whole bunch of impeachable shit. That any other president, they'd have been up out of here. Whatever. Let's move on.
And twice. Where'd that get you? Got us behind back in the White House. Had you left them alone since 2020, maybe you wouldn't be back.
Screaming A. Smith is an idiot.
First of all, what the fuck are you talking about? That had nothing to do with the impeachments. If they didn't impeach him, he would have got back in the White House. What? with it? What the fuck did that got to do with anything? Trump got impeached, but he still could have won the 2020 elections. You know how he fucked it up? You always see Stephen A. You see, because you don't know what you're talking about. Trump could have won the 2020 election. He could have beat Biden in 2020. You know why he lost? Because he mismanaged COVID. He fucked the economy up. And just like he just mismanaged, he fucked the whole situation up with COVID. He fucked it up. He's the most incompetent president we have ever had. He don't know. Listen, it's not even just Trump don't know what the fuck he's doing. He don't give a fuck to know. He don't care to know. So don't sit there and tell me, oh, because they impeached him, that's why he's back being the president. Shut your bitch ass up. Pussy. You probably voted for Trump. On the low. Because you sound like a scared bitch out here, Stephen A. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Trump lost the election in 2020 because of him. He could have won that bitch back. He could have been a two-time president because that's what he really wanted. That's why when he lost, he was really pissed because he wanted to be Obama. That's why you always think you hear him talking about, I'm the greatest president that ever happened since Abraham Lincoln. No, you wasn't, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? You listen, first of all, even for you to put yourself in the same breath as Abraham Lincoln, it's some bullshit. You didn't help free black people from being enslaved. What the fuck are you talking about? It ain't nothing that Trump has done in his resume comes close to Abraham Lincoln. Stop. Just a bunch of fucking buffoonery. It's like a motherfucker trying to, like, a black person come out and say, oh, you know what? I'm the Martin Luther King. Like, what? I'm better than Martin Luther King. Well, I'm close to it. No, you ain't. Fuck you talking about? Shit, half of us right now ain't even our ancestors. That was part of that shit back in the day that they don't get talked about, but they was in the streets and they was with Martin and them. We ain't even nowhere close to that. None of us. We enjoying the fruits of their labor and we're fucking it up. All the shit that they fought for us about, a lot of us are fucking it up. So no, I would never compare like our generation to like we come somewhere close to that. Far as our ancestors. No, we ain't nowhere on that level. Sorry. No. The only thing closest we then came to as slavery is prison. And people in prison live better than slaves. Let's just be real. Just the stupidity of this shit, man. Let's move on.
I think we already knew that. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you do that? He doesn't know what he's talking about. So he went on this tirade for a few minutes. I'm gonna play one more part, so he's gonna come in yelling again. Just warn you guys.
And here you are again with this nonsense. How dare you do that? I'm not a military person, and I know better than that.
You keep putting your foot in your mouth. You ain't a military person, and you don't know what you're talking about. All these military people, your friends and family should have told you, or they stupid, just as stupid as you are, that they didn't say anything that was wrong. They didn't tell the active military people to but to disregard what Trump orders are. They were saying if it's illegal, it's a difference, Stephen. They goddamn you. Why are you so damn slow? Why are you slow? Why are you so slow, bro? It is a difference. God damn, they didn't tell him to just disregard everything that Trump says. Or your superior said. What are you talking about, bro? Let's move on. See, this is why I say I can't be in the rooms or have conversations with people that have that I consider not qualified to be having a conversation with me about politics. Like, seriously. Because it's a waste of time. And it's frustrating. And all it does is make me angry because of the simple fact that it's not hard to research shit. Like, I believe in what I believe in a lot of times, but facts are facts. And just because I believe in something doesn't make it a fact. And that's how Stephen A. Smith present things. Like, this is how I feel. And that's a fact. No, nigga. Your beliefs and what you believe is not a fact all the time. It's just not. And people need to stop doing that shit, especially like people like Stephen A. Stop, bro. Your beliefs and how you feel about shit does not make shit a fact. It might be a fact of how you may feel, but doesn't make it reality of in reality it doesn't make it a fact. Because we have facts. You just choose to ignore it or don't research. Stephen A., you goddamn goofy.
You don't tell military men and women to ignore an order from the commander.
Stephen A., they have the right to ignore an order from the commander-in-chief or anybody that's higher up than them that give them a command that is unlawful. That's against the law. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? But if you research, you would know that. Why do you think it'd be a lot of whistleblowers? Because people be scared to come out and speak about shit. Because they feel that their life gonna be in danger. Or they gonna get ridiculed. There's a lot of criminal shit be happening in our government. Nobody speaks about. Nigga, you know nobody talk about the CIA? Why not? Because it's supposed to be a secret. Mind you, they all mad at the dude that killed the military dude, the Muslim dude, the Iraqi dude that came over here. They all mad at him. Oh, he didn't get vetted and all that other shit. You notice they ain't really talking about the reason why he did what he did. They just running with a story, oh, Biden didn't vet him. Well, Trump renewed his immigration status in April. So y'all didn't vet him either then. The fuck are you talking about? See, this is what I'm saying. Stephen A., he ain't talking about this shit. He on some right-wing shit. Just say you're a Republican, bruh. Shit. Like, seriously. If this is the case, if Biden didn't vet this dude, then neither did Trump. And you would think that he would vet a Muslim or an Afghanistan type person because he don't like Muslims. You would think they hate minority groups unless they buck dancing sambos that sell their own people out. They love those type of immigrants and minority people and black folks. In April, when you renewed his immigration status, y'all didn't vet this nigga? Huh? Oh, but it's all Biden fault. Okay, cool. Talking about, oh, we got some new vetting things. What he said? We got some new vetting new ways to how to vet people now. We got new things. This ain't the old way like Biden and all them. Listen, bro. Trump of vetting people to come in this country is about what they can do for him. And that's dangerous. I told y'all, if you notice, a lot more school shootings, a lot more police officers getting killed, a lot more domestic terrorism happening. Did we have any domestic terrorism? Or, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that under Biden like that. This motherfucker only been in there 10 months. Look at all the violence that's happening. Is the military really helping? Is ICE really helping? No, they're not. They're making shit worse. But, you know, let Mega tell it. Yeah. This ain't about them America feeling safe. This is about certain motherfuckers feeling good about racism and bigotry and people that disagree with Mega. This was all this about. And Trump wanted to be a dictator. I told you when his supporters came out, I don't give a fuck if it was one of them. That's fuck Trump. When I heard that lady say, I'd rather have Trump as a dictator than Biden. What? Let's move on.
And Chief, you don't do that. Is it going to amount to what Trump tried to embellish and indicate? No. But that don't make you right.
But you have no problem with Trump talking about treasonous, about they being treason. The people they did some type of treason, and they deserve to get killed, executed. I'm sorry. You had no problem with that. Why are you so upset about this, and you ain't upset about what Trump said? Or at least equally, since you're so fair, you ain't fair about that, bro. You're losing your damn mind off of some shit that you can't even comprehend well of what they said. You don't know what you're talking about, and you mad about something you don't know what you're talking about. You mad at something, you mad at what they said, and you didn't even research what they said. Was they really wrong about what they said? You didn't even research it. But is it, here you go, is it what Trump said? No, it shouldn't be that, though. You see his tone get lower when he's talking about Trump doing some saying fucked up shit? See, Nate, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. But I know you're not, because you got a couple of $1 million and you live in a bubble and you don't get it, nigga. You think this shit all fun and games. And people out here getting killed and murdered, and people are starving, people are losing their jobs and shit like that. And you out here playing, bro. You out here playing. Cause you can't be serious because you're not even researching. So I know you ain't serious. So you doing this shit for clicks and giggles, nigga. Give me 1 second, y'all. This nigga. All right, people, I'm back. This shit's sad, man. And then the bad part about it is that this shit is embarrassing. Because it's not very, very hard for Stephen A. Smith to just do research. It's just like he don't even care to do research. That shit's sad. Let's move on.
You do that. He's the commander-in-chief for the United States military. Period. You have no business doing that. None. And by the way, the biggest reason...
Stephen A. I don't give a fuck that he the president. Trump is a traitor. Like, I need you to understand that. I don't give a fuck Trump is the president. He ain't my president. But he the president. He shouldn't be your president, but he the president of the United States. I don't care. Trump is a traitor. The man helped. He was a part of a big part of why January 6th happened. That's treason, right? Like, nigga, what are you talking about? You more mad at what they said that's facts than what Trump actually did on January 6th, nigga. Listen, I'm still appalled by this motherfucker somehow it still can be the president. After being a felon, you know niggas can't even get jobs if they got a felon. If they got a felony. Just one. They got 34 counts felonies. And he the president. Man, listen. Put it this way. You can't be a federal agent or police officer if you got a motherfucking felony charge. How the fuck he is the president, nigga? Mind blowing to me. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's move on. But niggas can't vote though. That's what I want to. Can Trump vote? He a felon. So Trump can't vote no more. Because I believe if Trump try to vote, he doing some illegal shit. Man, let's move on, man. Like, yo, Stephen A should be ashamed of himself, man.
It is because what was illegal? You didn't tell us what it was. What laws?
Stephen A, it doesn't matter. Nobody got to, you that slow? Nobody got to explain to you what's breaking the law. If you don't know what's breaking the law is, why do this military vet, senator, have to explain anything to you? How about you go look it up? How about that? Oh, I'm sorry. Stephen A. Smith does not research. He doesn't do the work. He just get in front of a fucking camera and a microphone with his being worth millions of dollars and just say nonsense shit and hang around racist ass Republicans and call them his friends. That's all he do. And then try to act like he's still down with our people. Nigga, you can take your coon ass over there. And I don't know why some of you black folks still keep acting like he's still our brother. He ain't our brother. This nigga's an informant. And I don't know why y'all keep acting like no, like I said, to even some of our black folks, y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Let's move on. This dude, he don't know what he's talking about. And that's the bad part about it. It's not the ignorant shit that he's saying, it's because he genuinely don't know what he's talking about. And then he's trying to pretend like he's informing people. Like he's right. Like, nigga, you are wrong. And you don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, let's move on.
I bring up a few good men with Tom Cruise and Kiefer Sutherland in that sequence and Kevin Bacon. Why did I bring it up? Because the mere thought of you even implying
Commercial people.
thought of you even implying that a military officer is engaging in some type of salacious or illegal activity is trouble in the military, not the court of laws for civilians.
No, nigga. No. This nigga is on bullshit. Let me just say this. See, this is what I mean. You remember when, like, Stephen A. Smith say he get misinterpreted, people didn't understand what he was might have saying and all this other shit. Stephen A. Smith is intentionally misinterpreting what these senators said and this veteran said, military veteran said. He's intentionally doing this. He's intentionally. But the other part is maybe not. He's just not that smart. We know he's not researching. We know he's not doing the work. So what the fuck? Stephen A. Smith in the military. Once again, you goofy ass nigga, because you don't research and you don't do the work, they can defy or order from the the head of the military, which is Donald Trump, or the commander-in-chief, whatever you want to call that goofy nigga. Okay? That goofy-ass racist. You call, whatever. And anybody else that's over top of him. Yes, they have a right to define them. That you say, no, we're not doing that shit. If it's unlawful. Nobody's saying if it's lawful, yes, they have to follow commands. Yes. Nobody's saying that they don't have to follow commands. What is wrong with you? They don't, well, you ain't telling us what is illegal and what's not illegal. Stephen A. If you don't know what's illegal and what's not illegal, you shouldn't be speaking then about this situation. People, let me just say this. I probably wouldn't even be talking about this shit. You know why? Because partly, before I did my research, because of Stephen A. Smith's stupidity of speaking about this shit, I didn't know fully everything. Right? I looked at that shit like, oh, what the fuck is they saying? So I had to research too. They said what they said. I researched a little bit, but I left it alone because it wasn't a big deal. Once I found out that they wasn't, what the right wing was saying, I left the shit alone. I didn't even speak about it no more. I didn't even try to research no more. I left it be. It ain't my forte. I'm not a military dude. Listen, you know me, I never served for this country. I told y'all that. I respect people that do, but I won't. As a black man, I won't. As a black person, I won't. Don't give a fuck if I'm a black man, black woman. I don't care. I wouldn't say, just being a black person, I wouldn't serve for this country. Look how they treat us here. Please. They need, if we got credentials and shit, come back. The American Klan police sit there and discriminate against us anyway because of the color of our skin. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. I wouldn't serve for this fucking country. That's why I wouldn't be a police officer. Anyway, man. But whole nother fucking story. But I wouldn't even been talking about this shit if Stephen A. Smith wasn't so goddamn disrespectful and trying to pretend that he knows what he's talking about. Anyway, let's move on.
The military.
What is Stephen A. Smith's relationship with friends and family that have been in the military that apparently, in his conclusions, have no problem with this? What the hell does that have to do with the law? What does that have to do with violating the law and following illegal orders? What does that have to do with any of this? Why should anybody care what Stephen A. Smith's friends and family that he claims have no issue with what it is that Trump's illegal orders have been given? Why should anybody care about that? You're just Stephen A. Smith, bro. Like this weird, inflated sense of how everything he thinks is supposed to be what everyone takes as reality.
Listen, I said the same shit. It's like he think whatever he feels is actually factual. Nobody gives a fuck about how you feel. Listen, bro, facts are facts. You can't keep sitting around, running around telling everybody, this is how I feel. My opinion. Listen, people, we all have opinions. We all feel things. But it doesn't mean that you feel how you feel and what your opinion is, or even your belief sometimes. It's factual. Facts are facts. Falsehoods are falsehoods. I don't know why people in this society right now in 2025 going into 2026 do not fucking understand that. Nobody gives a... Listen, at this point, I don't even really I'm going in 2026 this year. I don't give a fuck about your fucking feelings. If you ain't talking about facts, I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Because this whole notion, or my opinion, or how I feel, I don't give a fuck. You don't even base any of your feelings or your beliefs with facts. It's just, I just feel this way. There's a lot of people in this country has been raised fucked up. Do it make it right? How fucked up they are? No. And they go out and they push fucked up beliefs on others. Is it right? No. So I don't give a fuck about your fucking feelings or your beliefs. I don't care at this point. Motherfuckers keep running around here, but it's just my opinion, you know. We all have an opinion. So fucking what? I don't care about your fucking opinion. Especially if your opinion is based off of stupidity and ignorance. And you don't research. Or when you claim research, you listen to one motherfucker or you listen to one side and think that's right. Because you connect to it. I feel it. Don't mean shit. Don't make it facts. Motherfuckers don't even believe in statistics no more. Trump then got people out here, all statistics ain't the same, you know. Listen, like I said, it's the same shit of how when it comes to black on black crime, they give a fuck about statistics. But when we start talking about, nigga, we ain't even nowhere close to white on white crime. Nowhere compared to it. And I'm gonna keep saying this. Black, which is no such thing. But just to go over their dumbass narrative. Black on black crime does not affect white folks. It just doesn't. It doesn't even affect poor white folks. It just doesn't. We told y'all. Well, I told y'all. And facts is facts. It's more white people that commit more crimes in this country. It's more white people on welfare. But it's a black thing. It's an immigrant thing. Got it. It's more rich white people. Nobody want to talk about that either. But, you know. And even the so-called blacks that's rich, they ain't like them white folks. Let me ask you a question. All the black billionaires that you know, right, that we do know of, how many of them that y'all think, like, that they be out talking and really doing what they do? Like, the only motherfucker that you know that got billions is Oprah. As a black person. Like, she literally got billions. She's not a Jay-Z. She's not a Diddy. She's not a Kanye. I'm talking about, even if they said, look, hey, Oprah, you crossed the line. Oprah still, and they don't give her endorsement. She ain't got disinvestment. After after they do all that, take all that shit away, she's still worth $1 billion. She's really genuinely a billionaire. It ain't a lot of black people that can say that. I'm sorry, a lot of black billionaires. Oprah's probably the only real black billionaire. And I ain't talking about outside America. I'm talking about in America. Oprah is the only true billionaire. Oprah probably is the only black person that probably got $1 billion or $2 billion made in her motherfucking account. A lot of these things, all these niggas talking about no, they don't. They don't have no $1 billion. Not in their bank account. I'm talking about in their bank account. I'm not talking about investments, future investments. I'm not talking about that. They connected this and connected. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what they got in their bank account. Oprah is the only one that got maybe $2 billion in her fucking her. We know she at least got one. We know she at least got $1 billion in her fucking bank account. Oprah is the only one. And I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. People gonna get mad at me for saying this, but it's a fact. Oprah got that $1 billion in her bank account because she ain't got no family. Oprah ain't got no damn family. And Oprah got real, like Oprah, Oprah be cooning. Like, she ain't trying to help nobody. What Oprah, like 70? Oprah up there. She about 70. If I ain't mistaken, Oprah about 70 years old. Listen, Oprah ain't got no goddamn family. Now, I'm talking about blood family. Oprah last Don Breed, I think she got a daughter that something like that, or a sister or something like that. But Oprah, man, Oprah is one of them motherfucking unicorns that rarely pops up. Like we think we know Oprah, but we don't know fuck. We don't know everything about Oprah. Oprah got that paper. Oprah got about $2 million in her motherfucking account, literally. Remember they said all that shit was tanking and all that shit? Tyler Perry had to come help and all that. The Oprah network still ain't doing all that. But I guarantee you Oprah got about $1 million, $2 million in our account. My whole point is, people, this whole notion that our people be selling out for money, I don't think it's really that no more. I think we sell out for fame. I think we like to be popular. And the bad part about it, black people don't understand this. We are the culture. We are American culture. American culture can't survive without black folks. And I think that we don't understand our power, so we continue to make buffoons and clowns and, do the stupid shit that we do, the buck dance and shuck and jive for money. Listen, I'd rather be black rich than famous rich. It's a difference. If you're true to your people gonna but your black, you being black rich, you're gonna always be black rich. And black rich don't mean that you gotta be the most wealthiest person in the, got all this money and shit. Is that your people respect you. And if you gotta be real with your people, you gotta tell your people, like, hey man, y'all niggas support that white shit, support black shit. Well, it ain't the same as white shit. Of course it's not. The money ain't there. But put the money into the black shit. And we get better production. You'll pay for some high-priced white people shit, but when a black person gets some quality and they be like, oh, We charging this. What? No. Turn your faces up, get your own. That's why we fucked up out here. And so listen, until to like the black entrepreneurs out there. Like sometimes when you get up there, you make it a little bit, nigga. Show a little love. Lower them prices a little bit for your people. You know what I mean? We trying to tell people, man. You gonna listen. I always tell people this. I haven't seen this shit happen. I seen a black local store that had to go up on prices for shit because of the economy. These motherfuckers will go all the way, they will drive or get on buses, waste gas, waste even more money to go get some cheaper shit. Instead of putting the money back in the community. But it go both ways too. The black companies got to give back to the people in a way. It go both ways. It's a problem on both sides. That's all I'm saying. Let's move on.
Don't tell military men and women to ignore their commander. We know the lie, bro. Like, he's a little bit late on that. We already know that they've been lying and saying that they told them to ignore lawful orders when it's obvious they've been told to ignore unlawful orders. As a matter of fact, to clear this up even better, to get even further past what these 6 lawmakers said that you shouldn't do, one of those 6 lawmakers, again, in Mark Kelly, points out it's not only what they say you shouldn't do, it's what the law actually says they're not even allowed to do.
Washington Post reporting that Secretary Hegseth gave an order to kill everybody on one of those suspected drug boats during the first strike in September. Are you calling for U.S. service members to actively disobey orders like those?
Well, if orders are illegal, not only do they not have to follow them, they are legally required not to follow them.
Do you think that constitutes an illegal
I think
order?
there needs to be an investigation, and I hope that the reporting is not accurate. I care so much about the United States Navy and those services.
Listen, and let me say this. And the thing is, there's new information coming out. We don't know if it's fully 100% true. When they did that missile strike on that so-called, we don't even know if they had drugs on that fucking boat. We don't even know. This is how fucked up shit is. Listen, they did that, right? They bombed it. I think it was like 2 or 3 people that survived it, and they bombed that bitch again. That's illegal. That's illegal. That's illegal. That's what make you a war criminal. That shit is illegal. You bombed it once, or you did what you did. Okay, cool. People survive. Couple people survive. You're supposed to go there and get those people, because if they was trafficking drugs, they criminals. So you capture them. Not kill them. They're no threat at this point, because they probably all fucked up from the bomb. From the missile. No, Trump, PSN, all them, it's in the numbers. That shit is illegal. That is what Mark Kelly is talking about. But Stephen A. Smith is too ignorant, or don't research, or so brainwashed by Sean Hannity and them, his friends. He don't even understand that. That shit is illegal. It's a war crime. And don't get me started. It's immoral. Mind you, people, We don't even know if that boat that Trump sent, activated a missile to hit that boat. Did they have drugs on there? We don't know that. We don't know. So this man could have just been killing innocent people that probably was on the boat, maybe coming here, maybe a legal way to America or wherever they was going. We don't know. We don't know no details about it. We only going off the details of the Trump administration telling us, they were trafficking drugs over here, fentanyl. How we know? We don't know if it was fentanyl on that boat. We don't know if it was drugs on that boat. We don't know. But Trump supposed to be the most transparent president ever. Bullshit. I want to know, was it really drugs on there? How did y'all know that? How you know they was traffickers? We don't even know. We don't know their names. We know nothing about them, people. But anyway, let's move on.
Members, this was an operation involving the most professional members of the military, U.S. Navy SEALs, who I revere. I hope and pray that this is not true. But there needs to be an investigation by the Inspector General. Pete Hegseth fired many of the inspectors general in DOD, but who several left.
But let me just say this too. This is why it's not even just the Trump administration, the Biden administration, Obama administrations, the George Bush administrations, both of the Bushes, Clinton, Reagan, all of them. They've been doing war criminal shit a lot. I mean, all the time. They do it all the time. And I'm not saying Mark Kelly is being a hypocrite, but I'm just saying we've been doing this. Trump, we've been doing this shit a long time. But it has got so normal. They normalized this shit that we think this shit is normal. Like I said, I broke down how we know that they was trafficking drugs. We don't know that. Trump ain't even telling us how. He just said they was drug traffickers. What are the details? Mind you, let me explain something to y'all. You know how fucked up this is? The Congress don't even know. They don't know. And I told y'all, listen, Trump then damn near took a playbook out of what George Bush Jr. did with the whole Iraq shit. This nigga's just out here just shooting and killing shit. Barack did the same shit. Doing war crimes, I'm telling y'all. The only difference is that when Democrats do shit, you know they did it. Because they want to be so transparent, you know. And they know, you know that what they did. But when Republicans do shit, they hide shit. When George Bush went to war over there, he was saying we supposed to be going to war with was it Pakistan or Afghanistan? It was one of them. We wound up going over there and fucking with Saddam. They had nothing to do with what happened on 9/11. We didn't even go fuck with Saudi Arabia. We didn't go fuck with the Saudis. That's where all the motherfuckers came from. We should have been bombing the Saudis. You know why they won't go fuck with the Saudis? You know why America won't go fuck with them? In any administration, they won't go over there and fuck with them. You know why? Because, like I keep telling y'all, the Saudis, they're connected to terrorists. Jihad, whatever. All terrorists you want to think, they connected to all of them. Nobody fucks with the Saudis. Motherfuckers be talking about Russia and China and all that shit. Nobody fucks with the Saudis. Nobody. Nobody go over there and fuck with them. See, the Saudis connected. They connected to terrorists and shit. They don't give a fuck. Nobody talk all that shit. They talking about they women and all that shit. All you niggas go over there in Dubai and all that shit. You don't go fuck with them Saudis. I'm telling y'all. Go fuck with them Saudis and see what happens. That's why America don't fuck with them. The Chinese don't go fuck with them. They don't play around with them. Russia, all the big powerful, they don't play with them. They connected to the terrorists, nigga. And it ain't, listen, and let me just tell y'all something. It ain't shit that any of them can do. Any of them countries can do. I'm going to tell y'all, outside of Africa, or black folks, Africans, or continents, black continents, African continents. Outside of that, it's Muslims. The Europeans ain't big like that. They're not. The Chinese, they're not. They fight amongst each other. But them motherfucking Saudis, all the motherfucking countries that you think that got Muslims and all that other shit, nigga, they are connected to them. Can't fuck with them motherfucking Saudis like that. Telling you that now. The only country that can fuck with them like that is us. That's it. But we even still, to a certain extent, don't go after the Saudis like that. We don't fuck with them. We all know that all them people that came over here and did that terrorist attack came through the Saudi, came through the Saudi country, Saudi Arabia. We know that. America know that. We still sitting there pretending today is always the Muslims and all that. They ain't never banned the Saudis. Y'all better stop listening to these stupid ass people. They don't listen. All right, people, I'm back. Let's get back into it.
Left needs to investigate it. We're going to investigate it. I sit on the Armed Services Committee. We're going to have an investigation. We're going to have a public hearing. We're going to put these folks under oath, and we're going to find out what happened, and then there needs to be accountability.
If orders are illegal,
First of all, no, they're not. First of all, the Democrats don't got no power to do that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Republicans know what happened. They're not going to do none of that. People, you're not going to see none of that shit. Because if you ever notice, they passed the Epstein shit, right? All of them passed the bill. You ain't hearing nothing about that shit no more. That Epstein shit, you're not hearing none of them talk about it. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because no one, they ain't send all that shit over there to Congress. Because Trump don't respect Congress. He don't respect shit, but he don't respect Congress. And the other part is, I don't even want to get into that because that shit is too deep too. Because motherfuckers don't really understand. Let's move on. I don't even want to get into that because if I start getting into that, that's a whole nother story.
you don't only not have to not follow those orders; they are required legally to not follow those orders.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love did to me 12 nights exciting, 11 days.
To not follow those orders. Hey, Stephen A. Smith has some friends and family that had no issue with this. Hey, there's another military guy who has an issue with this. Which one should we believe? Just because you have someone that says one thing, and even if Mark Kelly just says something, not necessarily believe for me that just because he was in the military, but there's this whole thing where there's evidence and reality and the law that backs up one argument or another. We've decided to eliminate ourselves.
Listen, and that's my thing. When I seen the video that they put out, Mark Kelly, it was like 6 other Democrats, and some of them was a lot more than that, but a lot of them was veterans. I was like, hold on, what? They telling the military to do what? Hold on. I had to research that because my honest opinion, I thought that, because the military been committing war crimes and ain't nobody said shit. Ain't nobody defined it. I mean, ain't nobody like disregard and say, no, I'm not doing that shit. Usually the military go along with whatever the commander chief or people that's hired to them, they go along with committing crimes, especially war crimes. Right? So I was like, hold on, man. I don't think that's true. Why did I say I don't think it's true? I didn't know. I researched it. And he right. They was right. They don't want you could say, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that shit. Mind you, if it is true, I'm not saying it's true. The allegations is that when they bombed that ship that was so-called supposed to be excuse me, a drug trafficking boat, when it struck it the first time, everybody didn't die. It was like 2 or 3 people survived. And then I guess they could see it, people still alive, and they struck that shit again with a second missile. And nobody knew about it. Right? Somehow it got leaked. It came out, whatever. But we still don't know if that's true or not. But if that happened, that's illegal. And for the military people that was even in control of sending that shit the second time, that's what Mark Milley is talking about. That's what he's talking about. That shit is illegal. You don't supposed to do that. But I told y'all the fucking military is brainwashed. I'm just saying, allegedly, if that happened. We don't know for sure that it happened. But here's what it is.
Some evidence and reality-based arguments and just say Stephen A. Smith was screaming loud enough. So apparently Screaming A. Smith is right because he's so mad and he said
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. He said he called him Screaming A. Smith. Oh, that's funny. That's funny as shit. Yo, like you call him Screaming A. Smith. Screaming A. Smith. God damn, bro. Damn, Stephen A. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm about to start calling his ass that too. Screaming A. Smith. Just screaming for nothing. Fake, excuse me. Fake tough Tony ass nigga. Screaming A. Smith. Damn, that's funny. That's funny. That's really funny.
Teen Times. How dare you? How dare you send it up with all due respect as I continue to kiss Donald Trump's ass? I promise. I promise. This is the last one.
Senator Mark Kelly knows that. Trump is giving illegal orders. What are the illegal orders? How come you didn't tell us? Where's the evidence?
Stephen A. Smith, this is that shit I be talking about. You think they going, first of all, we don't even know, Stephen A., this is the bad part about it. We don't even know if that was actually what they bombed. They bombed that ship they bombed. We don't know for a fact. We don't know at all. Fuck a fact. We don't even know at all that that was a drug trafficking ship. We don't know that. They ain't put, Trump administration ain't put nothing out about it. They just said that what it was. And like I said, Trump lies. I don't believe shit he says. So, like, what is, never mind. Never mind. Like I said, we're amongst the stupid. We're amongst the stupid people. And I told you, I've been saying this shit for years. We're amongst the stupid. Listen, people believe in anything, bro. People believe in anything. This man, all Trump administration put out was that all they basically said, they bombed and showed the video of it. They even put the video out. This is how arrogant and disrespectful they are. They put the video out of them bombing, alleged, because it's still alleged that this was a drug trafficking boat. We don't even know that for sure. Let's move on.
Where's the evidence? Why do you think the investigation is going on? Why do you think Trump is all over Pete Hegseth, over the Department of War and the FBI with Cash Patel, and folks are looking into and probing what's going on and how can they get to Mark Kelly because they know he did something wrong. You crossed the damn line.
They can do all that, but they can't tell us. They can't give us the information about if that ship that they bombed was a drug trafficking bomb. I mean, a drug trafficking ship or boat. I'm sorry. They can't tell us that, but they can tell us that, Mark Kelly, they can investigate him and give all the information out of what he did or what they assume that he did or said. That somehow that's treason. That's treason. They can do that though. But they can't. I still need to know the shit that they bombed, that they said was a drug trafficking boat. I need to know if that's true or not. Because I still don't know that. And I did the research on it. We still don't know. But Stephen A. Smith, okay, bro.
You are an elected official of the nation's capital. We have a constitution. You got a problem, you go through the necessary process.
First of all, Trump don't do that, and you don't get in his ass. You just tell everybody he the president. Trump breaks all constitutional shit. And you don't care nothing about it. But now you care about the Constitution. Man, get your goofy ass out of here, bro. Stephen A. Smith. God damn, bro. You cannot be this fucking much of a coward, bro. Trump breaks the Constitution every day. Disrespects the Constitution every day. But now you want to talk about the Constitution. Man, please. Your goofy ass. Listen, Stephen A. Smith, my issue with you, believe it or not, it ain't what you think. My issue is with you is that just admit who you are. This fake shit that you're doing I'm tired of it. It's tiring. It's like I'm just tired of it. And just say who you are, be who you are, bro. This whole notion you want to play both sides it's almost actually ignorant to a certain extent, and it's almost you're doing a disservice to your audience because you just lying to the motherfuckers that believe in you. You lying to them too. You ain't tricking me. I know who you are. I know exactly who you are. A misinformed sellout. I know who you are. But you misinforming your people about who you are, your audience, or who you are, your supporters, to who you really genuinely are. Tell people who you really are at the core, who you are. But you won't do that because you want to keep trying to play both sides. Like I said, you can't play both sides with me. I know who you are. And listen, I'll tell you to your face, get your bitch ass out of here. I don't play with coons. You are a sellout. And I'm not gonna play those type of stupid ass games with you, trying to pretend like you some type of good Samaritan or some shit, or just get, he's still a brother. No, I'm not doing that. We're past that. I see you in person, I'm gonna tell you ain't shit. This nigga is sitting out here going after American military veteran. He's not even qualified to even speaking to this man or speaking of him. Let me say this. I don't see this much. I didn't see Stephen A. Smith get this upset. And I could be wrong, but I didn't see Stephen A. Smith get this upset about Ashley Babbitt that served this country. And Mark Kelly is more decorated than that bitch was. And he going after him because he assumed, because he don't know shit, that he's saying some shit that's trying to tell the military not to take orders from the commander-in-chief, which he did not say. Right? Now, I didn't see him get that upset at the chick, Ashley Babbitt, that actually committed treason. But listen, people, I don't wish death on nobody, but I don't give a fuck about that bitch. She did, cool. I'm glad she did. She was a traitor to America. I'm glad she did. She was a traitor. I want her family to know. I'm glad she did. That bitch was a danger to society. How about that shit? I don't give a fuck about her family, nigga. I don't care. Her husband, fuck that nigga. Now the kids is something different. You put the kids in something. But everybody else that try to defend that bitch and her family, fuck you. Her bitch try to take over. She try to help take over democracy. The fuck out of here. She supposed to got blown. Got her face blown the fuck off. Fuck her. Fuck that bitch. And you know what? And I felt real good about it. This is how petty I'm gonna get. I felt real good about that. She got her motherfucking face blown off from a black man. So what, Megan? Y'all mad? Y'all upset? Y'all gonna report me? Try to get me canceled over YouTube? I don't give a fuck about that bitch. That bitch was a traitor. You served in the military and you decided to do that shit that she did? The fuck out of here. And think about it. That bitch would have been in jail with the rest of the motherfucking traitors. If I ass didn't get her face blown off. Fuck out of here. Listen, it's a difference that she got her face blown, that I wanted her to get her shit. I want her to get killed. I don't wish death on nobody. But I ain't mad that she did. I ain't mad she got her face blown off. Just like I ain't give a fuck about what happened to Charlie Kirk either. Fuck I care about it. Didn't wish it on him. Didn't want that to happen to him. But I don't give a fuck that happened to him. The same thing with Ashley Babbitt. I don't give a fuck. You can't keep. I'm the type of motherfucker, as long as I'm living, you can't keep pushing hate. These motherfuckers push hate and expect that karma don't comes back around. That's why I don't wish death on people. That's why I don't wish harm on nobody. Because karma is real. And then when you die, listen, the sooner you die, listen, I'm going to tell y'all something on some real shit. We ain't going to be talking about Charlie Kirk in another couple of years. He's no martyr. No martyr. Nobody ain't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. And let me tell you something about Trump. The reason Trump was upset about Charlie Kirk even getting assassinated, let me tell y'all why. Because his shit, he actually died. So it was bigger than what happened to Trump. So that's one part of it, right? The other part is it took attention away from Trump, and Trump didn't like it. So everybody was like, some people was like, damn, he didn't give a fuck that Charlie Kirk. He was saying some real weird shit. That's because Trump don't give a fuck about no one. He don't give a fuck about nobody. Y'all keep thinking Trump care about people. He don't care about nobody. He care about Trump. And nigga, you take spotlight off of Trump, he even more angry. He may not show fully, but it'll come out. Just watch his behavior. But Charlie Kirk was a good man. He was a good guy. Nobody will give a fuck about Charlie Kirk in a couple of years. Seriously. He was important enough that where now in society, we hear about it, we talk about it, but slowly but surely, we'll start talking about it. because something else bigger happened. I'm just trying to tell y'all. You know how bad the news is, right? Right now, where we are, even with social media. Usually when somebody, somewhat of a celebrity, somebody big like that, especially like what happened to Charlie Kirk, right? We be like, this shit be coming up a lot. Ain't nobody talking about Charlie Kirk. Nobody. Not like how y'all think. Even the right wing ain't even talking about that. They keep saying, oh, hearing that talk about they love Charlie Kirk, but excuse me. That ain't nobody talking about Charlie Kirk, people. Nobody talking about him like that. He dead, nigga. Listen, y'all be thinking I'm being cruel. Listen, let me tell you how real this is. If I die dead tomorrow, all my subscribers, I love y'all, y'all know that. If I die dead tomorrow, cool. But not cool, but you know what I mean. But if I die dead tomorrow, y'all might mourn me a little bit. But you'll get over it. You get to going back, living your lives. You know what I mean? It may be 1 or 2 motherfuckers out of the subscribers. It might be a little more, right? That may celebrate me. You know what I mean? Show me love. Right? But you get over it. Because death is final. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Right? But I tell you, it's about the person's impact. But at the same time, we used to respect that. We don't respect that anymore. A lot of us don't respect when people die anymore. The impact of somebody's dying, people don't respect that no more. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I live in real reality. I don't live in no fake ass reality. People don't respect people's death anymore. They don't celebrate people's life and celebrate their death. And I'm talking about in the good way. I ain't talking about in the bad way. Talking about on no street shit. People don't even celebrate people that did that. They did. They gone. I gotta move on. I got my own life. Listen, I remember when people got hurt. When people died. Like they was hurt. People ain't that no more. It's not that no more. We got this microwave shit. Even people's feelings is microwave. People don't give a fuck. I said some real shit. I said this real shit to my motherfucking wife. Motherfuckers get over me. You ain't gotta invite everybody to make this spectacle like people cared about me. They don't. Because I probably don't give a fuck about them like that. Real talk. It was crazy, right? And I say this is the first time I ever did this, right? But it was a step of what I was saying that I know is true. I didn't go to my uncle's funeral because, in fact, for what? Motherfuckers only give a fuck. The family only care about when people die. They don't call you to see what's up with you, see how you doing, you good or whatever. But they want you to come to funerals. When people die, they don't want to invite you. They got their little shit that they got that they do. They want to exclude you from. They exclude you from going on vacations. Because I can afford my own shit to go on a vacation, but me. And he be tripping. He be drinking. Motherfucker, I drink all the time, nigga, and I still get my ass off of work. I still live life. I still live, I try to live a positive life and still try to uplift people. I don't give a fuck about what you think, bitch. That go to my family, nigga, fuck you. But the only time you call me, motherfuckers die. You want me to come around when people die? Nah, I don't do that. I don't do that no more. I don't do that. Nope. Because like I said, if I die dead a month, I don't want them to come to my shit. And they ain't invited. I die. And you motherfuckers can't be there. I learned something in this last year, right? When my aunt passed away, I seen the true colors of my family. I seen it. I said, oh, that's what they on. Or we only good, we only family when tragedy happens. Right? Or certain motherfuckers in the family need something. But then they told me, I said, yo, you need me, holler at me. It ain't even about needing. They ain't even call me when they need. Cool. But you call me when tragedy happened. And I don't like that shit. That shit is even worse than the motherfucker need me for something. You call me when somebody dies, some tragic shit happen. Nigga, I ain't even on that type of time. I've been working on my life to try to be positive. Try that positive shit in my life. I don't want negative shit around me. But I seen my family do that to me. And in the last year. And you know, the crazy shit about it is that I always get people got their own lives, they got their own families, they doing whatever. But I watch these motherfuckers on Facebook. I don't even respond on Facebook no more. I used to. I don't really do that shit no more. I rarely go in that bitch. I just did some shit rarely because I wanted to put it out there. I was like, I ain't even fucking with family no more. So I wanted to make it clear. Don't fuck with me at all. If you don't really give a fuck about me. And I watched my aunt pass away and I watched these motherfuckers. They sit out there and act like we family, but we ain't really family. We ain't good. We ain't gonna never be good. And like I said, in my whole entire life, I've been through a lot of shit. I'm a street nigga. I do some street shit. My family hurt me more than some street shit. I can deal with street shit because I understand. Everybody ain't loyal. When you in that street life, niggas ain't nothing loyal. Like, everything fake. Right? I've been on the game a long time, but I know everything in the fucking game is fake. Motherfuckers don't really care about you like that. Not like they say they do. Everybody got an agenda, what they want. Right? It's your family, you wouldn't think that about them. But my family hurt me more than some street niggas. And I almost died twice. But that didn't hurt me. But my family hurt me more. And it makes real good sense to me now. You can't trust everybody, man. Especially when it comes to family. Like, family ain't good, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna say that. If you got good family, cherish that shit. Appreciate it show the love. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna say all family bad, but church that shit. You know what I mean? But the family is usually what hurts you more than anything. I watched these motherfuckers for a whole year. My aunt passed away. They went on trips. Told me in the Mom, that we all gonna get together. We gonna do some shit. We gonna stay in touch. None of that shit happens. All right. Listen, I can. Part of me, because I'm a rational nigga and I'm a good nigga in that way. You know, I think outside of myself sometimes. Maybe they were just, life was happening. I get it. A whole year. And I started calling my cousin and shit. I'm like, oh, you only call me when you want some bullshit or whatever. Nigga, and listen, I said this too. I had a conversation with my sister. I cut a lot of people off. But not cut them off, but I keep my distance. It's because of my daughter. It's because my whole entire life, right? I was a loyal dude. I was loyal to my sister and friends and homies and shit and family. I was loyal to everybody, right? But that shit always seemed to me that I had to do that because I had to, right? Like in a way to surviving, right? Well, not surviving, I didn't say that. It was something I felt like I had to do, right? With my daughter is I have to do it, but it changed me. My loyalty is different. And sometimes it could rub people the wrong way, but I'm loyal to my. Listen, I'm loyal to my daughter, but I'm loyal to making sure she good, right? Like, and I understand when you moving around in life and shit, when nobody gives a fuck about you, right? Or you feel that way, right? I never wanted my daughter ever to feel that, right? So regardless if I always tell people my daughter is very more close to my wife than me, right? But my daughter I know she do know this. You come to daddy when shit go wrong. And a lot of kids, and even for me, I never had that. I never could go to anybody when shit went really wrong for me. And I'm just talking about mentally, emotionally, financially, whatever it is. I could not do that. And so, hey, chill out, man. You already go outside. You can let some of that out. Matter of fact, my bad. Go ahead and finish your food. Go eat. Go eat. You can go outside. But that was my thing. Like I didn't really have that. Where I felt like somebody really genuinely cared about me. Right? My daughter I didn't want that for her. Even though I know she got all the love, I know people want to take care of it or whatever happened to me. Right? But I want her to know that, oh, I got you. When I'm here, oh, you get whatever. We ride. I got you. I'll sacrifice anything in my life. I die for you. I never had that feeling. I never had like no unconditional love of somebody that will sacrifice for me. I love my wife. She sacrificed a lot for me, but it's different, right? From a parent. And so, sometimes, Joe, that's what I wanted. And so I focused too much into my daughter too, to a certain extent, where it hurt a little bit of relationships with others and even my wife to a certain extent. So try to do better in that, But it would never change of how dedicated I am to her, ever. Like I said, she always gonna be more important to me than anybody in the world. So, and like I said, I never had that. I never felt that comforts of that. Where I'm just, a parent or somebody, especially your parent. It ain't about nobody else. It's about your parent. I ain't never felt that. I told you I ain't grow up with no mother or father. So that affects my relationships, even with other people. Is you see how I'm so dedicated to my daughter that sometimes I can hurt relationships around me. You get what I mean? Because I never had that. That's why I say when you don't have parents or you didn't grow up with a father, all that shit affects you. People try to say, "Oh, don't." It does. You start doing some shit that you ain't got no business doing emotionally, and then you start treating people a certain kind of way in the distance that you have with them. So it does always matter. Give me 1 second, people. Shit. All right. My bad, people. I'm back. My fault. My fault. Trying to figure out what we was gonna eat tonight. I'm gonna eat out tonight, man. I'm tired of shit. Hey, this might be listen, I gave y'all like 2 live streams this week. That's because I'll be getting off early too. I probably don't give y'all no live stream out of the day. Probably give y'all, yeah, probably out of the day. What's the day? Wednesday? Yeah. I had to work this whole weekend. I got to work tomorrow. Shit like that. I work in the morning and shit, so that's why I be doing live streams like early in the evening and shit. But sometimes when I get off a little late. I'll be tired. I told you I don't sleep like regular fucking people do, so I'm up today. Hopefully I go to sleep. What time is it? 6 o'clock. Yeah, about 6 o'clock shit. So hopefully I go to sleep in the next hour or two. You know what I mean? So if I don't, I'm gonna be fucking up all night. So hey, last night I took my sleeping pill and shit. So I was out. I slept crazy. Yeah. What's up, boo? What? What's wrong?
My mom said, hey,
Huh?
that mommy said you wanted cheeseburger sub.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everything on it.
Okay.
All right. Oh, yeah, man. I thought about this shit for a whole year. Yeah. And I told y'all I deal with death a lot. Like I've been dealing with death since I was probably about shit, man, probably was like 6. Dealt with a lot of fucking death since I was 6, and I'm 44 years old now. For a long time. And it's not like I'm used to it. It's just I deal with death differently. And I think a part of why I deal with it and the way I deal with it is because I'm spiritual. I'm a spiritual person. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I get it. You know. I hadn't seen some shit that's unnormal. Right? Right. I always tell people I believe in spirits because when I was about, my grandma died on my mom's side. She died when I was about 3. And I seen her around when I was about 4 or 5 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what age I was, but I was bad young. I wasn't no older than 5. And I seen her ghost. And I see shit different. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like she was trying to scare me and no shit like that. I was scared, but who the fuck ain't scared? Like 4 or 5 years old. You know what I mean? And I was sitting there with my Aunt Bunny, God rest her soul, she passed away. And I was scared to fucking death. Now we was in her house too, right? Like when I seen her ghost. She was dead and my mom was living in the house that where my grandma died at. So her spirit was just in there. So I tell people all the time, man, like like religion was never my thing. The crazy shit about it, I understand religion through my dad. My dad was dealing with, my stepmom at the time. And she was mad religious. I think my stepmom at the time, her father was a pastor and shit or something like that. So he had to kind of get religious and shit. But, when I went to go live with him, that's how I got religious in a way. But I never was religious. I always was spiritual. But yeah. Man, I've seen a lot of death, man. Death changes you. When people die around you, that should have effect on you. I'm telling you. I always want people to understand that when death is around you, like people die around you, it has an effect on you. Don't ever get that shit twisted. It has an effect on you. People die, man. This last year, all I've been thinking about is, motherfuckers that you only let the die. Right? Let me tell you something, the crazy shit about it, and y'all probably think I'm weird about this. All the people that died in the last couple of years for me, that I knew, I wasn't like shocked about it, right? Not because they was living fucked up lives and no shit like that. It's just they live in your orbit, and you know that shit happens. But when celebrities die, it actually shocked me more. Believe it or not, when Kobe died, I was actually more shocked, more hurt a little bit. But people around me didn't really shock me. It hurt, but it didn't shock me. And I always tell people, it's your environment, where you live, where you at. We lost a lot of people, man. As a black community, we lose a lot of people every day. Our own family members, our own celebrity, black family, So they still our family, they're our peoples, but lost a lot of people, man, in the last couple of years. Shit, my neighbor down the street, we weren't tight, but he was cool. I'm still cool with his wife and shit. You know what I mean? They my elders at that too, as well. Man, he passed away. He was just good, and then he just got sick and he died. Shit happened. Shit. A couple years ago, he been gone for at least about 2-3 years now. Been gone for a little minute. So, and then my guy that trained me in my last job when I was a custodian and shit for Baltimore County. Shit, I worked under him before I became chief of shit. Because he was training me to take over with him. Because he was going to retire. Before he fucking even retired, I wound up getting moved out. And then, shit, he wound up dying before he retired. So, a lot of death, bro. I thought about this too, right? I said, has I seen more death when I was in the streets or when I was out the streets? Right? I had to think about it. I see more death outside of the streets. But it's a catch-22 with that because I ain't in the streets. So I can't, it's not the same right? Like if I probably was in the street, I probably would see more death, right? So I'm not in the street no more. I see more death. And what I mean is people I deal with. You know what I mean? So that's what I said. If you're in the street and you're not in the street, you're not a part of none of that shit, that death happens. It happens a lot. But it's happening that way. There's got to be mentally prepared for it in a way. Or try to do better. Or how you handle it. You know what I mean? That's all it's about. Because you can't change nothing. You know? That's why I always tell people. It always bothered me that people, sit around and be pretending like this shit is going to be better. Emotionally, it won't. It's how you deal with it. Ain't nothing. If a tragedy happened to you, somebody close to you passed away or something like that, right? There's nothing you can do emotionally. Nothing. Because real life happened. It's only about how you act, how you take that in. And if you take that shit in any type of weight after that, of not fucked up or however you may take it in a way that's fucked up, that's on you. It's nothing. You can't blame other people for that, right? You can't be like, oh, well, because I try that, but not try, but I feel that way a lot of times where like I don't be wanting to fucking do shit or don't want to do nothing because I might be fucked up a certain type of way, but everybody ain't upset at what you upset about. Right? Especially people that's in your life. And so sometimes, have a certain it's a certain type of way to how you're supposed to handle things. And you can't handle everything the same way, right? Because everybody, not even handling the same way, you can't. What I mean is, you can't expect other people to understand what you're going through, right? You're going through so much stuff. Hold on, yo, give me a second. How many people on that? let me just tell y'all something. I think I need a vacation. Like, and I'm not talking about like a vacation with the family and no shit like that. I think I really need a vacation with people. Like, just get the fuck away. Like, I be tired, man. I be tired. I be tired of people's shit, man. And I get tired. And I'm gonna tell you the real reason why I get tired. Because I'm not complicated of how I feel and how I live my life and how I move. But everybody, it seems like people that I deal with always complicated. It's like the shit can't be that complicated. Life cannot be that fucking complicated for you. You get what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to downplay people's lives, but shit cannot be that complicated. Fucking with me, it can't. It can't be that complicated. I'm too simple for shit to be this fucking complicated. You fuck with it or you don't. And if you don't, that's fine. Like, you get what I mean? Like, that's how I be feeling about people that, not even say pretend, because they probably do, but like, yo, I be getting tired of trying to, like, care about people that, like, it's almost like they selfish in a way. And that shit is exhausting to me. So exhausting to me. So exhausting. And you know what I did notice too? I know it's in my life, right? Can't speak about other people. Like, well, in my life, I noticed that as much as I try to make life simple, people around me like to make it complicated. They do. It's always got to be complicated. I've been fucked up my whole life, bro. I like shit simple. I don't like this other shit that I gotta do to kind of like almost like, oh, help you feel a certain type of way about your fucking self. Right? Even though it's a part of who I am to do that, but sometimes I get tired of doing that. But motherfuckers sit there and act like, oh. And then you have people that you do shit for that don't even appreciate you. They don't even appreciate you what you do for them. They don't give a fuck about it. I think I need space, man. I need space from all this shit. And the bad part about it, I can't have space because of my daughter. I never want my daughter to ever think that I ain't never there for her. And I think that's what's fucking stressing me out. Because I don't have no time for myself at all. At all. I probably could deal with all the bullshit that I'm talking about. I'm speaking about. I probably could deal with that shit. But I don't have no time off. When you got a kid, and how I look at when you have a kid. That's why I knew I would never be a no good father, no shit like that. Like, you get what I mean? I know I always would be in my kid life. Cause I was fucked up. I ain't had no mother, no father. My dad still ain't shit now. My mom ain't shit. Still to this day, my mom a crackhead. Still to this day, right now. They got their life changed, they did all that shit, but she back being a crackhead. And my dad still ain't shit. He still don't know how to be a daddy. He still know how to be my father. That nigga, he give more fuck about him getting some pussy. And both of my parents, they always chose the opposite sex over me and my siblings. Always did. Only person that can't say that is my youngest sister. Because that nigga was dead for her. He sacrificed some shit for her, but he never sacrificed shit for me. Ever. Or the other siblings. He never sacrificed shit for us. But for her, he did. Because he was with her mother. That's when he was at his best, I guess. Yeah. That's what it is. And I ain't mad at it. It's just, nigga, stop telling me that you give a fuck about me. Because you really don't. Or you trying to understand me, or you want to get, no, you don't want to know me. Oh, this was the other thing I noticed, right? I told you, I'm very aware of shit. And I'm one of them niggas that I like to hold myself accountable for me and my behavior. Listen, these motherfuckers in my family, real talk, mind you, the worst thing I ever did in my life was so dope. It's the worst shit I ever done. Right? Worst shit. It's the worst shit I ever done in my whole entire life. Right? These motherfuckers sit here now and pretend my own blood, my own dad, all of them. Oh, I can't talk to you. Oh, you drinking. And nigga, I drink and I'm fine. I get my ass off of work every day. Fuck you talking about? I own my own house. I never call you for money. I never do none of that shit. An alcoholic can't do that. But that's how they try to perceive me of being. Right? Fine. Okay, cool. That's okay. I drink. That's what I do. But I'm fucking fine. All I know is this, though. You call me a drunk. You can say I drink too much. You can say whatever you want to say. But I'm in my daughter life. My daughter know who I am. Sober, drunk, however you want to present that. But nigga, you sober. You got your life together, and me and you still ain't close. And I'm open to it. The problem is, my dad don't want to take self-responsibility of how he helped fuck my life up. I'm not, people, understand what I'm saying? I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need him to do anything for me. Emotionally, I can't get this nigga to admit that he helped fuck my life up emotionally. Fuck the finances, fuck the money. I don't need that nigga now with money. I never caught him when I'm fucked up and financially and money anytime in my life. Never caught this nigga. But understand that this nigga focused on whatever the fuck he on. And that's why I have lack respect for him. And listen, and when my mom was up, when she wasn't on them drugs and she was clean, nigga, all she did was try to give me money. Like that shit meant something to me. It didn't mean shit. Excuse me. That's both of them did, yo. They was bad parents, bro. It's all about money. Think about that shit. Both of your parents. It's on bullshit. And even when they was clean, I was never close with them. And the times I was close with them, they wound up at the end of the day fuck me over. Right? Put you on game. And I'm talking about me clean, right? When I was clean, I went in the streets. I go live with my dad and shit. I come from the hood. So my lifestyle is a little different from his bougie ass shit that he was on with his new wife. He not raised, he not gave a fuck about me. And you listen, I'm not saying he fully wrong. Yeah, you can blame my mom. Yeah, but now you got the opportunity to do better. You know, when me and my sister, we go to live with him, you know what he do? He treat us like strangers. We had to adapt to his shit. The fuck type of shit you want? Nigga, we come from the streets, we come from the gutter. But we gotta adapt to your shit? The fuck you want? That's how he treated us. He treated me and my sister like, yeah, they ghetto motherfuckers. And the whole time that we out there, motherfucker, yeah, we did little shit, made him upset or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the fucking, his stepkids was doing more bad shit than we was doing. Way more bad shit. You know that listen, the nigga got mad at me because I told him the other day, I say, nigga, this is why I'm still mad at you, because still to this day, you don't even treat me like I'm your fucking kid. You chose your stepdaughter over me. And I get it to a certain extent, nigga, you don't know me because you ain't never did shit for me. But at the same time, you act like I'm supposed to get off. I'm 44 years old. The first time I ever was arrested was due to my dad. Living with his nigga. Not in the streets, not in Baltimore City. I was in the fucking county where I had nothing to do. I ain't gonna say I had nothing to do with it. I went along with my stepsister at the time. She said, look, we get the car, we roll around. We joyride, nigga. We ain't hurt nobody, nigga. Shouldn't nothing have happened to her or me. But that nigga got me arrested. Oh, I'm tired of him. Nigga, you didn't know me to be tired of me. You ain't doing enough for me in my life to be tired of me. I remember what that nigga said to the one chick from church. I'm sorry. I'm going to blank on her name. And respect on her name. She brought me in. Somebody from the fucking church. Not that bitch, nigga. Not my own fucking blood. Not my own dad. Fuck that nigga, man. And she tried to tell him, you shouldn't do that. Don't get him locked up or whatever. Nah, I'm gonna get him locked up. He need to learn the lesson. How I'm gonna learn a lesson you don't know me, nigga? How you know for any lesson that I need to learn and you don't know me? You didn't raise me. You had nothing to do with me. And then you admit years later, oh, my mom kept you away from her. Okay, blame her. Fine. That's part of that. But how the fuck, when I did come live with you, you knew nothing about me, but you knew I had to learn a lesson. You knew nothing about me. Nothing. And still to this day, I can't stand that nigga. You won't even admit what you did to me, that you fucking destroyed who the fuck my self-confidence or who the fuck I was. I never got arrested. I lived in the hood longer than I lived with that nigga. And this is before I got in the streets. I'm talking about living my mom's on the crack and drugs. I never been arrested. But I go live with this bitch nigga, I get arrested. I get locked up. And I didn't even steal a fucking car. I didn't even drive a fucking car. I got in the car. Okay, fine. If I'm supposed to go to jail, that bitch supposed to go to jail too. But nah, he ain't do that. Fuck that nigga. He abused my sister and abused me when we was there. He abused both of us when we was there. I ain't never seen him put a hand on my stepsister, and they was doing fuck shit. The fuck out of here. Fuck that nigga. You ain't my dad. I gave you a chance, nigga, to try to fix some shit. I can't keep allowing this shit to keep going on like we good. Then I get over it. Right? I asked the nigga, I said, hey man, my daughter's birthday, nigga, a couple months ago. He ain't call her on her birthday. I called this nigga. Like, you know, it's your granddaughter's birthday. Oh, tell her happy birthday. Fuck you on. And then even after that, I said, nigga, don't call me, don't say nothing to me. My wife, being nice as she is, I ain't do it. I don't give a fuck to do it. I ain't gonna do it. She said, call your grandfather when she might do that. See, that's what we do over here. But for me, I don't give a fuck. My wife's still nice about that. I ain't nice about that. Fuck that nigga. So I know what you did. And I know what you don't admit. And I know how you try to make it seem like now, nigga, because you sober and you this. But I know the stories of what you did to the family too. And that's why a lot of the family don't even fuck with me no more. Because of your bitch ass. Because I got some of your fucked up traits in the way. Fuck that nigga. I ain't gotta call you. I shouldn't have to call you on your granddaughter birthday, nigga, or the date. Listen, it wasn't even the day. It was the day after. Because I always give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you just forgot. Because I forget shit. It happens. You're a grandfather, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that nigga. I mean that shit. I don't fuck with my dad like that. That nigga is a clown to me. Bitch ass nigga. And every time, and I guarantee you, the only reason he don't want to fuck with me or anything like that is because he's dealing with another chick. He maybe could be embarrassed by me. Whatever. It's always some bullshit with another woman. And my mom did the same shit. They always choose. My mom would choose another man over me, and my dad would choose another woman over me. The fuck out of here. I know y'all fucking Steve Lowe, man. Like I said, at the end of my core, what this shit is that people, I'll be honest about my life. My mom father ain't shit, bro. My mom back getting high, and my dad back being a fucking piece of shit that he always been. He ain't give a fuck about me. Try to give a nigga the benefit of the doubt to try to do something. Nah, fuck that nigga. I'm at this point, nigga. call Kanaya when you want to. I ain't gonna never deny you. It's like my mom. I ain't gonna never deny her from talking to Kanaya, but you can't be around her. You can't ask to take her or no shit like that. That ain't gonna happen. Fuck them motherfuckers. Don't play that shit. Give me 1 second, y'all. Matter of fact, people, I'm out. All that niggas behind the scenes. Peace and love to the world.